Hey traders, hope you're doing well. So a couple of weeks ago, I sent out a email newsletter asking traders to let me know what they're struggling with. I was just curious to see what people needed help with, so that I could just be more aware of that when I'm making content. And I actually got a lot of replies. I got over 50 responses from traders telling me various things that they're struggling with in their trading, and I thought it was really interesting to reflect on. I've been trading for 7 years now, and I've been through my own share of challenges, personal struggles, issues I've had to work on to become a profitable trader. And so I thought I might go through each email anonymously and give my reflections, advice, tips, anything I've learned myself from my own trading experience that might help some of you guys with these issues. And even if you don't have these issues, maybe you'll just find my thoughts interesting on the subject. So let's get into the first email that I received. I struggle with patience with following the strategy. I can definitely relate to this one. I struggled with it a lot in my early days, particularly. And by a lot, I mean a lot. It was probably my biggest weakness as a trader and led to a lot of inconsistencies in my actions. Consistent profitability depends on consistent actions. So there really is no way to counteract or counterbalance impatience in trading by making up for it in other areas. It's just something that you must find a way to develop as a trader. And this is something that comes with practice and time and experience. First, it's important to have confidence in the strategy that you're trading. If you truly believe in your system, then you're much less likely to feel the impulse to override it. Ensure that your backtesting process was robust and encompassed as many known challenges as possible, meaning it covers various market conditions, drawdowns, losing streaks, and so on. When I'm analyzing my backtesting results, I like to put myself in the shoes of actually trading it, like in real time. So I try to visualize the journey, not just the outcome. I look to see what the average drawdown is, how often I can expect to be underwater with my equity curve, how deep those drawdowns are on average, how long did it take to recover its worst drawdown, did it have losing years and months, and so on. I pay special attention to its month-by-month returns and drawdowns and try to really feel what going through the motions of having my money really fluctuate like that would be or feel like. It's easy to look at a final backtest result that returns an average of 30% or more over the course of a year and think, I can definitely trade that. Until the 30% drawdown comes along and you go off the rails emotionally and fail to follow the system because the loss is double what you're comfortable with or something like that. So preparation is key, and honestly, that's probably going to be my answer for most of the comments of what people are struggling with when it comes to their trading. The backtesting process can really eliminate a lot of these issues if it's done properly. But as for developing patience in following the system once it's built and you have confidence in it, well, that comes down to practice and discipline, which can be learned and developed over time. So don't be discouraged if it's hard in the beginning. It does take time to develop that skill, but it can be done 100%. I've definitely done it. When I started trading, I was all over the place, and now I'm so consistent. I don't even tell people at parties what I do anymore because it's so boring. When I get into the details of my day-to-day routine, it bores people to death. So trading is not exciting. Good trading is not exciting. Always remember the end goal. We're here to make money, not have fun, and not be excited. I have a large piece of paper pinned to my wall in my office, which has been there for several years now. It says in all capital block letters, trade your edge with edge underlined. It's a consistent reminder to myself that I invested the time in developing my edge and my skill at trading. I trust it. I know it will keep me out of trouble. So why should I ever deviate from my plan or my system and risk losing everything on a whim or some random emotional response? And to be honest, if you can't find a way to develop patience and discipline to follow your system after trying for a long time, then maybe you're just not cut out to be a trader and you need to find an alternative wealth building method which doesn't require rigidly following rules. Good trading is boring, and if it tests your patience because it's not exciting enough, then believe me, there are easier ways to make money that are much more exciting than trading, like starting a business in a field you're truly passionate about. For me, it really helped to train myself to think long term. I think in terms of the next 1,000 trades or even 100 trades. I don't really analyze my trading results until I have a large sample size, but the only reason I can do that safely is because of my rigorous backtesting and risk management. I don't need to micromanage my systems because I know that they're sound. So unless a black swan event occurs, there's almost no chance of me taking large losses rapidly. And so I can sit back, keep pushing the buttons day after day and reflect on my results each quarter or so. So I don't really give myself time to get impatient. I just keep taking trade after trade after trade until it becomes robotic. That's my solution. But I'm a systematic trader, so things are different for systematic traders. If you're a discretionary trader, it is going to be much more difficult to develop patience if you're naturally impatient. But it can be done. And if you're committed to trading and overcoming this challenge, then I'd recommend researching the science and psychology behind motivation and finding out why your patience is being tested and why your discipline is being tested. Then you can build systems, processes, and integrate techniques to help mitigate that problem in real time when it arises. Becoming a good trader means becoming very self-aware. You can't lie to yourself. You need to be your own worst and harshest critic. But you also need to go easy on yourself and understand that trading is a process. This is a skill that's developed just like any other skill. No one picks up a guitar for the first time and is pissed off because they can't play like Jimi Hendrix. That's ridiculous. And it's the same with trading. Obviously, the main difference is with that analogy is, if you play guitar in front of people, you might embarrass yourself if you're not good at it. If you start trading and you're not good at it, you could lose a lot of money. So stick to a demo account if this is something that you're still working on. That will test your patience for sure. Trading money that's not real really forces you to focus on the process. And if you find that boring, demo trading and practice trading, you definitely need to work on your mindset about trading. It shouldn't be exciting. Now, there are moments that trading's exciting for sure. Like I started off this year, my first quarter was awesome. It was probably the best quarter I've had maybe ever, especially in the stock market. And that was exciting. But it wasn't one day. It was several weeks of trading that got that feeling to come out of me. So, that's, for what it's worth, that's how I think about this particular subject of patience in trading. It's a discipline issue. It's a confidence issue. To work on that will require uncomfortable and honest reflections on yourself. But that's the magical thing about trading. You need to embrace that as a trader, I feel. Anything that makes you a better trader will make you a better person. I mean, if you can develop patience in the markets, trust me, from experience, you become more patient in traffic. You become more patient standing in line. The other day I went to pick up some takeaway food and it was running late. I had to wait an extra 15 minutes and there were people in the queue that was so pissed off, and I was just chilling because, I've got worse problems in the world than standing outside and watching the night sky and reflecting on life. It's not that bad. So yeah, putting in the work to develop patience, develop discipline is worth the trouble, not just because it'll make you more money, but because it'll make you a well-rounded person. If that's not motivation enough to work on it, I don't know what is. You get paid to become a better person when you become a good trader. That's the best job in the world. As far as techniques and stuff go, there's a great podcast episode by Andrew Huberman, Dr. Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist from Stanford University who does great work explaining how the mind works in relation to subjects like this. So I'll leave a link to that below. The title of that podcast episode I'm talking about is How to Increase Your Willpower and Tenacity. I'll leave a link below somewhere, so go and check that out. That's all I really have to say on this subject. Thanks for being honest and sending it in. I mean, all of us have issues with our trading. Even I have some issues that I need to work on. So there's no shame in having challenges as a trader. Being honest about them, being open about them is the first step to fixing them. So good on you. Good luck with it. If you're truly in the right place, if your heart's truly in the right place as a trader and you're not here just to get excitement and treat it like a casino, you'll get there. You'll figure it out. Just do deliberate work on it. It's not easy, but it's definitely doable and worth the trouble to achieve. So good luck with that, and I'll speak with you guys in the next episode of this series. Take care.